Okay?
We were talking in the last. I'm sorry.
Joining us now, the Washington Post, Bob Woodward. We'll all jump in. Bob, I just wanted to get your analysis of the statements that I just played for our viewers. General Michael Hayden earlier on Morning Joe said that Donald Trump is corrupting the conversation, corrupting it. And Madeleine Albright has said he's already impacting in a negative way our national security. How do you characterize what you just heard?
Well, there's all this hyperbolic, ungenerous rhetoric, and I think in our business what we have to do is stick to the facts and try to explain who these people are, what they've really done. Obviously, you have to cover the polls and the rallies, but I think people really want kind of the full portrait of the candidates, and a lot of these stories are being done so you can make not necessarily sense, but you will get solid, reliable information. And it is a campaign, obviously, that is not only running off the rails, it is off the rails.
To that point,
completely.
Obviously, what was repulsive. Willie, you said something off camera that's so true. We're almost desensitized at this point. You know, that statement alone would have disqualified him from running for office at any other time. And it is at the point, and I wonder also, we've seen Trump as the winner, and we've seen Trump as, if this continues to go south, how the things that will come out of his mouth when it's kind of like nothing to lose, if you will, you can't even imagine. But to your point, we're desensitized.
We can't chalk it up as, oh, there he goes again. Donald Trump just called the President of the United States the founder of ISIS, the mortal enemy of this country. Donald talks about how bad ISIS is, chopping off heads and drowning people in cages. He's putting President Obama in league with those people. And it's not totally out of the blue. You remember after the attack, the horrible, horrible attack in Orlando where 49 people were killed, he went on TV, Donald Trump, and he said, Obama just doesn't get it, or maybe he gets it more than anyone understands.
Something's going on here.
Yeah, something's going
on here. You know, Harold and Bob Woodward, a long time ago, more than 20 years ago, maybe 30 years ago, Daniel Patrick Moynihan wrote an essay called Defining Deviancy Down. And basically it was, you get to the point where utterances are so shocking that they no longer shock. Yeah. So Bob first and then Harold. Bob, you first, because the role of the media in this, the coverage of Donald Trump, he says one outrageous thing after another nearly every single day. Are we playing it too loosely by branding it as just another campaign statement, or should we be looking more and more at who this man really is on the stage, on the campaign stage, as he just disassembles language in front of us?
Well, the campaign stage is part of it, but for instance, there is a story that we have in the Washington Post this morning about a deposition under oath that Trump gave a number of years ago, 170 pages, and it shows that you know, things are said that just are not true, are contradicted in a serious I mean, it's very clear there's a lot of untruth here. That's what's important. I mean, the presidency entails equilibrium, and you've got to have somebody in there who can really measure things, look at information, and assess what's true. Now, I think it's got to be said, this is just not about Trump. A lot of the people who really are opposed to Trump, I think, are engaged in some excessive rhetoric